Today everyone, I will be discussing the equations that I've selected in lecture 1.
The first one is the probability of A is greater or equal than 0. The probability of any event A is always non-negative. This reflects the idea that an event cannot occur with a negative chance. Probabilities range from 0 to 1, and any valid probability must be 0 or greater. The probability of omega is equal to 1. The sample space of omega includes all possible outcomes of an experiment. Since something from this set must happen, the total probability of the sample space is always 1. The next one is if A intersect B is equal to empty set, then probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B. When event A and B are mutually exclusive, the probability that either one occurs is the sum of their individual probabilities. Probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersect B. This is the general addition rule, used when events A and B are not mutually exclusive. Since some outcomes might belong to both A and B, we subtract the overlap to avoid counting it twice. Probability of A union B is less than or equal than probability of A plus probability of B. This is known as the subadditivity rule. It states that the probability of either A or B occurring is at the most sum of their individual probabilities. The equality holds if A and B are disjoint. Probability of empty set is equal to 0. The empty set represents an impossible event, something that cannot happen under any circumstance. Naturally, its probability is 0. Probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersect B. It's especially useful in real-world scenarios where events are not completely separate. Probability of A union B union C is equal to probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C minus probability A intersect B minus probability B intersect C minus probability of A intersect C plus probability of A intersect B intersect C. This is the inclusion-exclusion rule for three events, which calculates the probability of at least one of A, B, or C occurring. It works by adding probabilities of each subtracting the overlaps of pairs and then adding back the intersection of all three. If A is subset of B, then probability of A is less than or equal than probability of B. If event A is a subset of event B, then everything in A also belongs to B. Logically, A can have a higher probability than B because it represents a smaller or equal portion of the sample space. Is less than or equal than probability of A plus probability of B. While this is the repeat rule of number 5, it emphasizes that combined probability of two events cannot exceed the total of their individual probabilities. It provides a useful upper bounds in these cases where the intersection is unknown.